Hello everybody, welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. We seem to have lost Serana somewhere, but I don't know how we lost her, but not the sphere, but whatever. Picking up where we left off, we are on our quest to clear every location in Solstheim. And our next location is this one right here. Oh, apparently Serana teleported. But yeah, it's this location here full of Reeklings. I do have my, I have Soul Terror on. Fire Breath. Oh. Get that going, get a little bit extra damage output from the little thingamabobber there we go. As I look for the only thing worthwhile in getting in this location, unfortunately. And arguably not even this is worthwhile. You don't get very much for each pendant, but it's still technically part of a quest. Oh, that was Serana's Reekling. Wow, this thing doesn't do a whole lot of damage, does it? I mean, I figured I'd use it since, it's Reeklings and I can actually kill them with the shout, but doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Although I didn't realize that it moved. I thought it stayed locked to the body and just like shot little fireballs or something out. I didn't realize that it actually like went out at all. Whatever that is, it's got to be down low or something. Is there Reekling fighting a bear? Is that a saber cat? Saber cat it is, I think. I don't know what the it must have been more Reeklings around, I guess, based on that body. There's a goat. You're not the only one who charges. Wait, was that Serana? Oh, nope. Oh, are you? Hey, you're Torkil.
Thirst for sky. All make a craves the night of sun.
Torkil, your brother is looking for you.
He hears the underslake of blood dust.
Yeah? Well, I guess his brother was right. He did turn into a werebear. Oh wait, I can't actually use the tooth, right? Well, do I not get anything to, like, take back or something? Fur armor, leather boots. I mean, I found them. Now what? I mean, I feel like that was supposed to go differently. And, let's see, load. Yeah, that looks like where I was. Yeah, that's exactly where I was. So let's tick this quest on.
Who's there?
Get my fire breath going again. And get my pendant, and then let's just head right down there. I would even just skip getting the pendant, but then there's a good chance I'd forget that it's here. I'm actually like, I'm torn as to whether or not I'm excited that we're nearing the end of this series, just because like it's been going for so long. But at the same time, then that also opens me up to like playing other stuff, because I already know what I'm gonna play after this, because I have a couple of games I've been wanting to play since I bought them on sale like forever ago, and but I want to do videos in them.
can't defeat me. Where are you?
Okay.
Who? Thirst for sky. All maker craves the night of sun.
How about are you alright?
They can't talk the wave signs.
Okay. Oh, there we go. So for some reason this letter didn't spawn last time. Dear Wolf, I'm writing this to you now as I already feel my mind going. I fear that soon I will not be able to write at all. I came to the wilderness to better know the Allmaker, but in the wilds I found a force greater than any we've known. It is seductive, this power I've been granted. I know you would not approve, so I don't dare show my face to you, but know that I realize the greatest potential of my strength before the last, and I hope to one day meet you before the Allmaker, brother. Alright. There we go. So we can now return that to Wolf and complete that quest that we've had for quite some time. But hey, at least I didn't have to do anything weird to find him, right? Like, there was always a good chance that I'd have to find a spot like this, where the random event could occur and just keep, like, triggering it over and over until it finally worked. I'm curious as to what stopped the letter from spawning last time. Fun fact, I do believe that if it doesn't bug out like mine did, you can actually pickpocket the letter from him, if I'm not mistaken, without killing him. Because I don't think he transforms unless you talk to him. Like, as long as you don't speak to him, I think he stays human. She raises skeleton. She doesn't have like a summon skeleton thing, yeah? Either way, yes. Either way, the skeleton's already dead, because skeletons are famously worthless in this game. Oh, and now they're busting out of barrels next to me. Yeah? Screw you, little one. But yeah, as you can see, this place, not a huge location, not a huge amount to do in it. We'll go down because I think because it is just a little mine, and like the best, and I use very heavy quotes around that word, item is actually outside where you get the East Empire Company penny. And I say best because like it's like, oh, but it'll clear the quest, right? Once you get them out. No, I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure you can collect every East Empire Company pendant, which obviously we're getting close to as we're running out of locations. And that was actually a pretty good haul, and I got even gold ingots if I cared enough to take those. But yeah, even if you get them all and then go and sell them, it stays in there. Like, we have 9 right now, and I think you have to sell them in groups of 5, so there may only even be 1 left. Or there might just not be a nice even 5 number, you know. I wouldn't be surprised by that either. As you can see, our next location, relatively close by. As you can probably imagine, it's more reclaimed. There's a dragon out there. We could take the long way around, or... Oh man, when I was climbing that mountain that I started at the end of the last part, I was using like quick saves and shit. At one point I quick saved mid-death animation. And I guess the game is actually programmed to adjust for that, because every time, obviously I would die and it would just load the last save immediately. And it kept spawning me in like slightly different locations until I eventually survived the fall. So that was nice. Didn't realize. I mean, I had another save. from not long before it, so I mean it wouldn't have been a big deal if my quick save it got screwed, but it was nice that they apparently, oh good Christ, oh, that they apparently were ready to adjust for somebody screwing himself over like that. Been going back and actually playing some other games I haven't played in a while. Like I went back and I played some of the Forest, just on peaceful. I didn't feel like dealing with the enemies. Had a little bit of fun with that. The oh, well that's oh no, there we go. Okay, well, I gotta keep my eye open because there is another East Empire Company strongbox, but this for some reason they didn't say where. But I'm gonna assume it's inside because there isn't much out here. But yeah, played that for a little bit, not for very long in all honesty. Just ran around and looked. It was like, oh look, I could build a nice little place here, and then basically shut it off. I explored like one cave, I think. I went through, and it just happened to be the cave that had the rebreather, so I could like dive underwater and everything. And pretty much came out the other side of the cave and was like, you know what, that was good for today. And just shut it off. I'm not even sure that I bothered to save it. And then I played some more Viscera Cleanup Detail, which I also haven't played in a while. And I just started up like the first, I think it's called Athena's Wrath, the first map. I played that. I actually almost got it cleaned up. I had like, it was like an hour before I had to like go for supper. Supper would have been ready, right? So, and I started it, and it was really funny though, because like I think there's achievements for speed running, in quotes. And I say in quotes because it isn't like finish it in like a half hour, but it is like a time trial. You know, finish each map. I don't remember what completion percentage you need, because I want to say you need to get like 70% clean to not be fired. So have like 70% of the stuff either clean, put away, whatever, right? But it's funny because like they give you like the average. I think it's the average time. I don't know what they base the average time on, but it's basically like, hey, it should take you about this long. And I was looking at all of my saves from before when I was doing it, and they were all like insanely over it. And I don't even know why some of them were as high as they were. Like I know that some of them were that high because like I went the full. If you've never played Viscera Cleanup Detail, obviously you clean stuff up, mostly Viscera. From all very like sci-fi and movie themed things, right? Okay, well I don't know where the two enemies that are that way is. But in each map, there's a certain number of dead bodies, and every dead body has an ID tag next to it, right? For the most part, there's some of them that like can get glitched out, or sometimes there'll like be an ID tag, and like I don't remember which map it is, but I know there's one where there's like an ID tag sitting on the floor, and it's like, where's the body? And you look up, and there's just like somebody hanging in the rafters, and it's like, oh, that's where. But when you go to clock out after you're done your shift and got everything cleaned up, right? You have the option of filling out a report, which is very annoying, very long process. I found a cheat sheet online that gives you all the correct answers, but it's like for every ID tag that you bring to the thing, you have to identify what was involved in the person's death. like how they died, which includes like dismemberment, burning, whatever, right? And some of them have multiple things where it's like, well, I mean, a lot of stuff happened. And there's some of them that are basically applied to everybody. Like every map will have like one or two death, like causes of death. That's basically like that's like on the majority of the people. But yeah, stuff like that, right? And it's a much bigger list. Trust me. If you just look up Viscera cleanup detail, just cheat sheet, I guess. I don't remember what the machine is called, but you can see what all you have to mark off. And
Who's there?
oh, and I know that last time I played it, I actually went through the trouble of filling all those out to get, because you do get a completion percentage at the end, and if you get everything cleaned up and put away, you get the 100%. But if you fill out the paperwork, you can get over 100%. And how much over is dependent on, I do believe, how many dead bodies there were. Like the 100% for every map is the same requirements. Everything cleaned up, everything burned, all of the no mop buckets, or I don't know, the crates. Is this the different strongbox? Or crates left out. The incinerator has to be closed when you clock out. Stuff like that, right? All those are always the same. They're always, that's all you need to get to the 100%. But depending on how many people died there, obviously the more people that died, the more paperwork there is to fill out. And the more paperwork you fill out, the higher your percentage can go. So like the one that I have, I filled out all the paperwork, it was all correct and everything, was 103%, which isn't very much, obviously. But then I have another one that's like 126%, because that's how many people fucking died there. That one was brutal. But yeah, this time. And also last time I played it, like, there was like a bunch of stuff that like I would gather up, like the ID tags, for example. I would gather them all up, clock out to say that I finished. Because you have a chest that you can like take stuff back to this, like you have a little office that you go back to after every mission. And you have a box that you can put stuff in every mission to take stuff back to your office, right? And there's some stuff like there's like this plot line, like this background plot line of this other cleaner who's running away from the authorities or something, and he's in not every location that you clean up, but in a lot of the locations you clean up. And you'll find a letter from him, or written by him, I guess, not from him, because from him would imply that he's writing it to you, but he's not. But you'll find a letter that he wrote, and if you get all of those letters, it unlocks something on the other levels so you need to bring those back. And then a bunch of the levels have like little Easter eggs in them, sometimes literally, like the Athena's Wrath one has. It's literally, the Easter egg in that level is literally an Easter egg that you can find. Which, by the way, not required for the 100%. If you don't find them, it's fine. But yeah, there's a bunch. Like there's one where if you dig out this one section, because there's one where you can fill out, because like some maps have different things that you can do. Like all of them obviously have blood and crap that you need to clean up and burn and everything. And then there's some of them that have like bullet holes that you need to repair with this gun that doesn't make any sense, because you just shoot lightning at the bullet hole and it fixes it and makes it look like the wall around it. It makes no sense, but whatever. If you do decide to play the game, count to 3 for that gun, by the way, because if you hold it on the same spot for too long, it'll actually cause significantly more damage. But if you manage to hit the bullet hole, just do a quick 3 count, like 1, 2, 3, done, and let go, and you'll fix the hole every time and never have to worry about it overheating or anything. My pro Viscera tip right there. But then there's a few levels where you need to fill in holes, and in one of them there's actually a cave that you can dig out with the shovel, and if you dig out the cave in behind it, there's like a Minecraft pickaxe, and then like all of the Easter eggs outside of the actual Easter eggs are generally references to stuff. Like I think there's a Doom. I think there's some Doom references with like because I think you get like Doom, like the key cards from Doom, in the one map, and stuff like that. But oh, is this? Yeah, good. That's East Empire one, which is also pretty much the only thing that we need from here. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that. That I would like make sure that I would collect, and then every once in a while, because I wanted to like outfit my office, because when you go to the office, you have like a few things, like you have some extra brooms, you have some extra mops, you don't need extras, and you can't like take them. Well, I guess technically you can take them with you, because the way that the box works, the same thing that's in it stays in it, like over your save. So like if you put something in one level, you go to your office, it's going to be in there. If you leave it in that box in your office, and go to a different level, like anything that you put in there, oops, anything that like you put in or that is in your box in your office will then go to whatever level you start up next, right? Which is how you get all of the letters to the level that you need them to. But yeah, I did like a bunch of stuff like that, and I was like very like anal retentive about cleaning like everything, and I don't know. It's weird because like I said, I was looking at the amount of time it took, and while some of them make sense just because of the filling out the paperwork at the end to get like that extra percentage, there was some of them like there was one I am pretty sure it said like 12 hours it took me to clean it, which is very obviously multiple play sessions and everything. Like I don't remember which one that was, but there's a few of them that are pretty big. But like I think the longest one, like the longest suggested time was like 3 hours. So like the fact that I was like 3.5 maybe. So the fact that I managed to hit 12 hours on. But there's also a good chance on some of them that like I had it left open and like went to do something else, like left it open, went to the bathroom or something, or like left it open as I went to have went to eat or something, But yeah, I don't know, because like cleaning up Athena's rat there, I don't remember how long that one was. I think the time I had on that one was like 4 hours or something. And like I almost finished it in an hour. Like I think when I shut it off after about an hour that I played it, I want to say the only thing that I had left to do was I think just put all the barrels and crates into their spots, as far as I can remember off the top of my head right now. So yeah, like I had it done in almost an hour, and I think maybe that's what the achievement's for. Like maybe it's just to do it in under the suggested time or something. I don't know. Either way, I don't think that it's too hard if that's what you're going for. I never bothered to go for it though, because I'm more of a do it right instead of not do it quick type person, So if you want me to come in and clean up your mess, I'm going to make sure it's cleaned up properly, and might steal some stuff on the way. But yeah, like I spent a lot of time in the office as well in that game, and like every map that I'd go into, like as I'd find stuff, I'd be like, ooh, this is like somewhat unique. I'm going to take one of those with me. And some of them, unfortunately, if you put them in your chest or in your box to take to the office, they do count again. They still count against your score. So there were times where like I'd do it, I'd clock out so that I could get the things in my office, and then I'd load up the save from before I clocked out. and redo it, destroying the stuff that I took. But obviously, I still had like copies of it basically. But yeah, they have a lot of really cool maps on that game. They have one that's like Terminator themed, like a robot production facility, but the robots and the turrets even all went out of whack and started killing people, killing the employees. And you have to put the turrets back up, and you have to put up the giant gun and then load them with ammo. And then every doorway has a sensor. And if you walk through the doorway sensors with your mop
Where'd you
out,
come from?
the turrets register you as a threat and blow you away. Easy way to avoid that, obviously. Don't load the bullets in. If you don't give them bullets, they can't shoot you. Because a gun in and of itself is a blunt weapon. And that is just a blunt object. Like, that's it. I guess they can be kind of sharp, depending on the gun. But, yeah, and then it's funny, though, because when you put the guns up and don't give them ammo, whenever you walk through the doors, it still registers you as a threat and tries to shoot you. But you hear the noise, like the beeping noise, and you can see the gun aim at you, but then you just hear clicks as it's trying its damnedest to shoot you, but it doesn't have any bullets. But yeah, then they have another map there. It's like Predator themed, and if you go to the one location on the map, and you have, I want to say ambient noise up. I don't think it's part, even though it's technically a voice. I don't think it counts as a voice. It's just part of the ambient noise. But yeah, if you go stand in the one location, you actually get the that sound that the predators make, that clicking sound. You can hear that. And the best part about the game is if you die on any of the maps, you just get a letter saying that the previous janitor died. They completely ignore the fact that you died, and your body is still there, and it's just another thing that you have to clean up then. But there's a lot of stuff like that where it's like, you can do this, but you gotta clean it up more. Like any of the body parts or anything that you pick up, they whenever they touch the ground, they leave a blood spatter. If you walk into the blood, you'll then trail blood, and you'll leave bloody footprints behind you as you walk for a little while. Like I said, with the lightning gun there that repairs bullet holes in that, if you fire that for too long, it causes a little explosion, makes a big scorch mark on makes like a big like lightning wound or something. Maybe it just puts a, oh no, that's right, it makes like a big like dent, like a big bump, and then makes like a big scorch mark of ash that you have to clean off. And the only way to fix the bump is with the lightning gun. But yeah, it's a really fun game. I was really hoping, because like I looked, I didn't think it was, because I figured I would have seen it by now. But I looked to see if they had put it on the Xbox or anything yet, or even just on the PlayStation. I would have probably bought it there, but unfortunately, no. Apparently, they don't think that the fan base would be. Apparently, they don't think that it would be worth it. Like it would cost them too much to make a console version. I don't see how. I mean, I obviously don't know the first thing about making a game, but I mean, like that, like it's been out for a while, so it's not like they have to worry about the graphics or physics engine or anything overpowering the consoles. But yeah, I know I would buy it on a console. I know a lot of other people would probably buy it on the console. Like it is a very well liked game, and it's, as far as I'm aware, a very popular game as well. Let's see how long have we been going? Oh, only a half hour. I thought we were going for way longer than that. Okay, well that one we can't do until we do this one. From here? Yeah, okay. Just need to go north from here.
Who's there?
Probably a dragon. That's weird. Okay. I was really thinking it would fly up there a little bit, but I guess not. Ah, damn, I missed the last hit, but that's fine. Once you do enough damage to them, it forces them to land anyway. Wow, I really hope that it didn't count. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if it counted as me getting that kill or not, but... Oh, does it now? That's fine. I don't need it. Oh, fuck is this?
One step closer to my return.
Yeah, so you need dragon souls to return? But you ain't out here collecting them yourself, because, you can't without returning. So much faster. So much faster. Here we go, the Glacial Cave, which for some reason I can't. Because we have 2 locations left to do. But in reality, we have one. This one. The other location we've technically already been to, we just haven't completed it because we haven't fought Karstag yet. Which will be a good way to end the part, since that's how we'll, even if we haven't hit an hour, I'm gonna end the part there, so. Or I guess I won't, though, because I still have a couple of things to turn in. Maybe we'll turn it in before we fight him. Because it's not like fighting him is a, Here we are. For some reason, trying to look at Glacial Cave on the wiki site here. Oh, there is another East Empire pendant here. Which would make 11 instead of 10, but I'm still pretty sure maybe they respawn and you can just keep selling them. Either way, I don't think you can get the quest out of your inventory. Out of your quest log. Yeah, a little wrinkly. Such a weird kill animation, because it really does look like your character has to bend down so much to fucking kill these guys. Alright. But yeah, that was my Viscera cleanup, talk for today, I guess. I mean, wow, is this it? This is literally the Glacial Cave. Alright, so there's Karstag's skull, which is, I don't know, apparently there's supposed to be a... Oh, it's just outside the entrance, okay. I wonder what made Murat come and claim that dragon soul. Because, I mean... Have I really not done another one? Like, I killed a dragon since the last time we did something with him. Or since like the last time we did like part of the main quest. Yes. Diamonds. Alright. So we're gonna go turn in a couple things before we go and fight Karstag, because like I said, I would like to end on that. As I think that would be a pretty good way to end it. So we'll go tell Dude about his brother, the werebear who attacked us.
The blood of wolves runs through your veins, Skull friend.
Yeah, I have a letter from your brother.
This is by his hand, for certain. It looks like I was right. He was taken in by that. Where did you find this?
He had become a werebear.
I understand. That's not an existence I would wish on anyone. I hope you gave him a swift end.
Hard to be sure. He put up a strong fight.
Well, the truth is, my brother really died long ago. Thank you for setting my mind to rest. Now I can hope the Allmaker will show mercy to him in the beyond. Let me impart some of the wisdom of the Skull to you. You've done me a service. I will do you one in kind.
Okay, so I'm guessing he just raised all of my warrior skills by one, which is interesting.
I came here to study the...
Okay, then we have... Yeah, we've almost got this. I mean, that, obviously the Dark Brotherhood quest can't get out of our log there. Pretty sure this one is stuck in there. That one to report to the Jarl of Whiterun, I have no idea where it came from, nor do I know how to turn it in.
It's busier now that I'm beginning to like this partnership. Here you go.
Okay. Oh, okay. So he just buys them individually. Okay. But as you can see, it's still there. You know what? Let's see. Because I don't know how many I've sold them. But I can still look up how many there are made. So there are some in unmarked locations. Oh, including places like inside some of the people's houses. Let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch inside houses. And then there's some in unmarked locations. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing if it sure, I don't know what the hell that means. Oh, apparently there are 33 in total. Okay, let's see. Does this say anything about... Because we should have got any that are at the marked locations. Except for maybe ones inside houses. But I mean, we just turned in 11. And I think we turned in 5 or 10 before, which is why I thought that we needed to turn them in 5 at a time. But obviously, if there's 33 of them, that's not the case. Yeah, okay, so it stays in it indefinitely. It stays in your log indefinitely. Okay, good. That's all I wanted to check, because if you could take it out for finding all 33 of them, I would actually bother to go around and collect all 33 of them, but since it can't leave your inventory, or it can't keep calling it inventory, but since it can't leave your quest log anyway, I don't see the point. So yeah, let's Castle Karstag Ruins. Let's get this big boss fight on the go and see how we do against them. Now let's see. I have Serona. I have my sphere. We'll take out the little dickheads first. And then let's see. Let's get into my conjuration here. And what do we have that we can? I mean, we have a lot of things that we could summon. I don't know realistically how strong any of them are. See, let's conjure Stada and Arniel Shade. Oh, apparently Arniel Shade is oh, apparently I can't have... Oh, right, I need to summon stuff after her. Oh, actually, you know what? It's probably, come to think of it, I don't think I bothered putting any points into Conjuration. Yeah, so I can actually only have one summoned at a time. Let's see, Battle Fury. Oh, that might not be bad. And we'll call Dragon. Could call Odoving, but I don't think that that works because I think this counts as an indoor area. Call of Valor. Oh, I think this actually summons. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh, but if I use one, then I can't use the other, right? Well, I'm pretty strong already, so let's do this one because we haven't done it. Obviously, get my sword out.
Where'd you come from?
So yeah, as you can see, this is Karstag. Oh, he can do that. He can ragdoll you like you were nothing, and apparently break your legs in the process, which, to be fair, getting hit by this guy probably would. Oh my god. I don't even know what hit me that time, because I don't think he was facing me, but it's hard to tell since he's a spirit. There we go, his spell finally ended. There we go. I see that our ectoplasm and 5 grand soul gems. I see that our summon didn't last very long. I don't even know if he lasted like past the first blow. And I don't know if Stada was even around for it or not. But yeah, that was Karstag's fight. He's considered like the strongest enemy in the game. This is a real shit version of sitting on this thing though. But yeah, so with that actually we got a power that we'll use when we fight Mirak. Because if we go into our powers now, we have Summon Karstag. Fights for you for 2 minutes, and you can only use this ability 3 times and while outdoors. Now, I'm not 100% that where we fight Mirak is considered outdoors, but I think it is. But either way, that'll be it for this part. We have now cleared every location in Solstheim. The only thing that we have left to do is the main quest line, and then we will have finished all of Skyrim. I mean, I can't think of anything that we missed, obviously, otherwise I would have went and done it. I don't yeah, I don't think we missed anything. If we did, there's unmarked locations, and I'm not counting those because that would take, I mean, that could be a part by itself, just going through that. So yeah, I mean, we've done every quest. I think we've done every quest. We've cleared every location. I know we've done that one. We've obviously finished the main quest line. We've done the DLCs. I even built all the Hearthfire homes. We even did some of the, oh god, the whatever the anniversary edition stuff that they gave us were, the couple of mods. They're like, yeah, I don't. I mean, as far as I know, once we finish the Dragonborn main quest line, we will have done everything reasonably possible or important at the very least. I mean, because like I said, outside of unmarked locations that may or may not be interesting. I mean, they weren't interesting enough to be marked. So I mean, yeah, we've done everything. I mean, there's probably some Radiant quests. Like, I don't think I ever did a kill the bandit chief quest. Oh no, that's not true. I had to do one to become Thane of Falkreath at the very least. But I don't think I ever did like go kill the giant that's terrorizing the whatever, like the Radiant random nonsense crap that's not important. But like any unique quest we've done, like we did the companions quest line and then we even cured them and we found all the totems. Did the vampire quest line and we did all the side stuff to get the other relics in that and upgrade the crossbow. Like, yeah, that's yeah. And I don't think there's a whole lot left to the. I don't think there's another anything like. The only thing, because like we have one more part of the Bend Will Shout to learn, which we should get in the after, like when we turn in this next main quest. Um, the only other thing I can think of is we're missing one part of the dragon aspect show, but I want to say that the final word is obtained like either right before or after you kill Mirak, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, and like our vault there is, I think our vault after we get Mirak stuff will be as full as we can make it, because there's obviously, like I said, a couple of the things there glitched out so that we can't put them up. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for probably the end of Skyrim.